Hello, everybody. Welcome to Realexcel Epilepsy Portal. Okay, we're there. That's why I should have had the mirror from the beginning. Sorry about the mishap over there. It was turned the wrong way. We are here today with Virginia.
Yeah.
We're excited. Virginia is so excited today. For our seizure talk night. Okay, this is a Friday night we have chosen for seizure talks where Virginia is going to join us and always put her opinion on pretty much on everything. Well, that I say, she has her side, I have mine, so both sides are really good to know. And today we're going to be talking about things you can do to stay safe living with epilepsy. um, Okay, so I'm gonna actually read this, Virginia. I'm gonna turn this around and
Hi, Matthew.
say hi to everybody.
Hi to everybody.
I have not. Oh, my crutches are there. Okay, so this is for me to be able to see this. Okay, so the first thing Virginia can talk about the sleep. First thing, as a safety.
Make
Uh,
sure you get enough sleep. Or
as I
as a
said,
safety, you could just sleep all the time. That's good too.
we can't sleep all the time.
Okay, well, get as much sleep as you want.
As you can. As you want, actually, yeah, as you want, that'd be good too. Um, not. I wanted to talk about the sleep because sleep is a huge
Oh,
issue
no,
for.
no. It's a better way to say as much sleep as you need.
Okay,
Because you want, then you're going to just sleep all the time.
okay. So, everyone who knows that sleep deprivation is one of the biggest triggers is because first of all you don't have enough sleep, your body's stressed, you don't get enough rest, everything just is out of balance that day. So more than anything, you need balance, and you need to, if you want your brain to be balanced and functioning better, then you have to work. If you have trouble sleeping, you have to work on having a schedule. Set a schedule for you, find out how many hours you need, because everybody is different. So some people need less, some people need more sleep. Like Virginia needs 12 hours. I'll be good with 9. I love 12 hours, but I don't get 12 hours. Some nights I don't get much at all. So, but
That's on you because you
that's
go
a
to
choice
sleep
because
so
I
late.
have I have things to do. Okay, so sleep is a huge thing, and this is like number one on our list. So this is to be.
If you have nocturnal seizures,
Why did we put it in safety? The sleep and nocturnal seizures is because it is part of being seizures being triggered by not sleeping. So it is your safety, part of your safety if you're sleeping enough. Okay, so your body's gonna respond better. Nocturnal seizures. Now Virginia has those. I've known that she has those, but she
but I was diagnosed with nocturnal seizures at the epilepsy monitoring unit.
yeah, many years later, and
Many years after the second trip to the EMU, and not the first one.
yeah. So Virginia had okay. Sorry, I need to turn the volume down. So Virginia had this was her second visit to the EMU, and her nocturnal seizures. Um, the doctors will not really put so much attention. Can you set me up with this? Turn down the volume because the volume's on this side, and my fingers are right now. I'm in a lot of pain. Um, so the
The
doctors will
volume's not
not
on this
tell
side.
you a lot of things. Okay, what more than anything, they will not give you a lot of information because they don't have time. They have minimal time for each patient, and they have to kind of just, find out what's going on in a few minutes, to do prescription, and send you off home with the prescription. So, that's one of the things that um, the system is not built to really attend people individually. So if you're looking for individual and a lot of attention in a way because you need it, because your health is not well, because you can't control the seizures, and this has been going on with me and Virginia for years. We have tried so hard changing different neurologists and stuff. Anyways, I started talking about other stuff. Sorry about that.
Going off tangent.
What?
Going off tangent. Off the subject.
Okay, so what happened?
That's the background.
Okay, don't do that.
I'm holding on to the chair.
Okay, so you can. Okay.
Bed safety. Continue.
No, we didn't finish about nocturnal seizures.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
Okay. With the nocturnal seizures, you will need to have a baby monitor. They call it baby monitor, but it's to monitor. Let's say you're not sleeping in the
and
same
the camera
room.
to watch.
And if you can set up a camera, not everybody can afford it or knows how to set it up. It's best to have both, because then this way, you can see what's
Optimal
going
safety.
on. Yeah, baby monitor is a great thing if if you are a person who's gonna wake up to, let's say, smaller noises, because I mean, not babies cry, but it has to be a monitor that will really enhance and then make it loud. So, even if you hear small noises, somebody just having a seizure and they didn't have the preictal, and they didn't make that preictal, what do you cry?
Aura.
Pre-seizure cry, yeah. So if they don't have that, many people do, and most do, but some people don't. Okay, so this is your huge thing: baby monitor and camera. If the baby monitors, I don't know, they're about, what they used to be, about 50 some bucks. I'm sure there's more expensive now, but you can always look for something that will just let you know that, yeah, you can hear them when they're having a seizure. Okay, that's been a huge issue for me for many years, and we have moved so many times. So whenever we were moving, I would choose a place that would have the bedrooms closer together. Okay, so we have chosen the apartment that we're in right now, not as good as the one that I was looking at, but we had to take this one because the bedrooms in the other one were on the opposite side of the apartment, like completely far away. I would never hear Virginia having a seizure. Okay, so that's one very good tip as well. Bed safety. Okay, Virginia can talk about this one. What are you doing? Okay, so Virginia can talk about this one, about getting up slow. Anytime you had a nap, you were just even laying down, and you're getting up, don't get up too fast. Okay, if your issue is that you're not stable when you get up, then this is one of the tips that we have learned. And have a fall prevention mat right besides your bed. Okay, getting up slow. What Virginia was told is, sit up, just let your body adjust to changing of the position, because if you're lying down, there's different flow of everything, oxygen, blood to the brain, and then when you get up and you sit up, your body has to adjust. So she had a lot of falls, like getting out, right out of bed. So this was a huge issue. So we got her a fall prevention mat, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay. You can jump in anytime, right? She does that.
Being a smarty pants? Yeah, I do that. You know, all you have to do is bring the camera and show the mat.
Are you gonna talk to people? Or you
Hi.
are you texting? Hi to who?
I'm saying hi. I'm
No,
talking to
You are the
people.
one entertaining right now.
Matt just called me smarty pants.
You are smarty pants.
I know. But I was sharing the stream.
No, don't share it. I already shared it.
Drew, hi. Hello.
Hi to who?
Drew.
Okay.
New person.
So,
Maybe I got it from the tweet. I don't know.
if I can, I forgot to tweet it. All right, you guys, if you're there, you can tweet our live stream on your Twitter.
Tweet.
Put it on Facebook. Okay.
It's very long.
So it's very long. This is long as Virginia.
This is longer than me.
This is drive on it. It's upside down, but this is a nice one because the edge is going down, so she's not gonna.
You can barely see it.
Okay. Oh,
there you go. Now you can see it.
Here, you hold it. See? See, it's almost as long as Virginia.
It's longer than me.
Okay. And so the edges are good because
hello, new peoples.
She's not gonna trip on it.
That's not a good idea. There you go. That's why I had
and
it
it's
like
called
that.
fall prevention mat, so you don't want to be tripping on it.
Well, you can't trip on that one because it has the up thingy. It has the slant so that you don't trip on it.
Yeah.
It's not like the mats that they have in like school gyms and stuff because you could definitely trip on that.
Oh, hello, senior person. How would you pronounce that?
Dreef.
Okay, hello, Dreef. Welcome to our live stream. Okay, so next thing on the list, we were talking about fall prevention month. The reason we got it, Virginia, those of you who know Virginia, she went through a couple of months of broken bones in her, both of her legs.
Broken ankle and broken toes.
So unfortunately, we got the fall prevention mat after. Okay, so
yeah, we only got it after,
which that's why we're doing this video, so for you guys to get it before, okay? And
Dreef is a grape.
And I have talked to a friend of mine last night.
Hello, grape.
And who said Dreef is grape?
That's what Dreef said. He said Dreef is a grape.
And
hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being with us.
As she says in a teasing voice, hi, Matthew.
How do you know it's a teasing voice?
Because she put in the brackets, said in a teasing voice.
Oh, okay.
Matthew says hi to Sophie.
I lost my... where was I?
We're talking about bed safety, the fall prevention mat.
My thought.
I don't know what your thought was. I was paying attention to the people talking.
Okay, so...
like I'm supposed to.
Okay, so fall prevention mat. Oh, I was gonna say, if you guys want to get any of the equipment that we're going to be talking about, there's some equipment. Most of the things are not about equipment. There are links below the video for USA, Canada, and the UK, that if you're interested in any of these things, you click on your country, on any link pretty much, and then you can look up the equipment like prevention mat and other things, that wheelchair and commode and things like that I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so wheelchair and commode, if you have walking issues. Now, this is something that we got Virginia after, well, we've been struggling, both of us, because obviously I'm her caregiver, and I was the one always walking her to the bathroom. You know, she got She got annoyed many times, but
Well, that's because it's a small hallway, and
and
I want to be able to not feel claustrophobic in the small hallway.
and many times she would like not even let me walk her. She would be falling down, but she would push me away. And
Because I wanted her to feel independent, but now I know better.
well, we kind of blamed
It
it on
took broken.
Capra, and yeah, Capra was the culprit as well. So,
It took broken bones for me to.
but you know, that's the thing, that you know you have to
Whoa.
have to adjust to your situation. So that's what I was gonna say. Wheelchair and commode, because Virginia broke off first her ankle, and then so we got her this. So I could transport her because I had a wheelchair, but mine was not good for her. Wasn't safe, anyways. It's not a safe
It's
wheelchair.
not safe for anybody.
Okay, well it was.
Hint, hint,
I
ma.
yeah. I couldn't afford another one, so that's okay. And commode if you have walking issues. So she couldn't. At some point, she broke toes on the other one. She couldn't walk. So
After
this
I
was.
was home from recovering from the surgery on my ankle, I had another seizure that I fell down and I broke my toes. Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
So that's why she was using the commode, because she could transfer right straight from the bed to onto the commode. So I wouldn't have to, like, we had the issue of getting her to the bathroom, and those things can happen in your life. And if that's an issue, you know, you get that equipment because it's a top importance. And I've kind of gone through years of struggling to take Virginia to the bathroom, to walk her falling down all the time, when we could have had the commode all these years. All right, go
Okay.
ahead.
So Sophie says, I take the bus home from college. At the end of the day, I head to the collection of buses that are parked in the parking lot. I look for the U bus. This is the connecting bus. I take to Kingston. Then I look for the K bus, which is the bus that goes to my town. I get off at the last stop, and mom picks me up, and we go home. Sorry if this is vague. I'm not saying the specific town I live in or college I go to. That's okay. And she said most buses have LED lighting, which before the time change would not
Oh.
trigger me, but now it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another thing.
Oh yeah, the LED lights. If you have LED lights in your apartment, you can change them to better lighting so that it doesn't hurt you or anything. Like even people without epilepsy, they're like bothered by lights and fluorescent lightings and stuff. And so, I mean, any bright lights can bother anybody.
Okay, this is not right.
It's good to, like, those energy saving light bulbs and stuff. Those are good because they're soft lightings as well.
Yeah, always get the ones that says soft white or soft, like soft lighting. Those are the good light bulbs. And don't use those long. People have those long fluorescent.
She says her home has halogen lights, which is safe lighting.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's halogen.
Halogen? I don't know.
Okay, so I was gonna add, what do you call those glasses that prevent flare?
Transition lenses?
So we don't have room here. Okay, you know what?
You want me to write it? I can write it.
Okay, so Virginia's gonna write it on the bottom. Put it.
Why
here.
does it have to be on the bottom? Why can't I
don't
put
know.
it here?
Because there's no. This is different stuff. No. You write it in the middle.
That's okay.
That's okay. Okay. Wow. That's okay. Okay, transition lenses. So we added it to the board because if you guys have any other suggestions, put them in the chat.
If you need glasses like I do, then you need to get transition lenses because it's
Or-
important.
Or
Oh,
please leave a comment if you're watching the
I
video
have
later.
a comment on transition lenses. Okay, so in the summer, I didn't have the transition like going as much, but today I was walking the dogs and there's snow everywhere. And the flare from the snow actually made my glasses go really, really dark, like darker than it
Yeah.
even goes in the summer.
Yeah.
So like you
actually
really
that's
need
a
it
huge
for,
issue.
yeah,
You know,
reflection, the flare from the snow. If
Right.
if you live in a like climate like Canada,
and you know, sometimes transition glasses can be very expensive. So if you don't want to get that, if you're just getting stuff for summer or for winter, you can get, you know, for winter you can get those ski glasses, which
Sophie said that happens with her in winter too. The
Yeah.
flare.
so you can get those ski glasses for winter, and sunglasses for summertime with
Ski
good
goggles, Mama.
ski goggles. Yeah, because it will cover here. Okay, like Virginia has transition glasses, but the sun still gets in there. You know, your eye can still see it, right?
Yeah.
So the best thing is if you have it covered completely, and you know, the goggles.
You could
are
get
the
ski
best,
goggles
actually.
that have lenses. That have the.
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff right now. So if that's what you're
If
interested
you got
in,
the money, you can get it.
if that's what you're interested in, you can just click on any link in your country, and then you can look for transition. Oh, sorry, ski goggles or sunglasses, goggle or sun goggles. That'll be
There's
the
clip
ones
on.
that are
There's also clip-on sunglasses that you can clip onto your own glasses.
Oh, that's if you wear glasses. Not everybody needs glasses. So okay, let's go to the next one. Now at one point, you remember the small apartment we were living in Wilson, where we were living in like a bachelor together, and Virginia was actually
With a garage turned into a bachelor. Okay, let's not dance around the subject.
we had one small bed, and Virginia was against the wall. And she was actually getting hurt because, as I said, I knew she had nocturnal seizures, but she just kind came to realize that not too long ago, and
No, I was diagnosed.
so she would get hurt a lot. Okay, now I have posted a link to that specific item in the description, because there is a wall mat that you can get. Okay,
Or you could use one of those mats that you find in the school gym.
or you can get like one of those foam, very light foam mats. Like they're like just light foam, and you can put it.
You're talking about a yoga mat?
Nah, that's not thick enough. No, it needs to be thick enough. So if you know somebody is having the tonic-clonic and hers were very like severe,
Like
she
one
would,
of those bath mats?
yeah, something like the one that you just saw, something like that, but a light, like a light texture. They would be super light, just made out of kind of foamy thing. Okay, you can probably even get
So
to
use a memory foam mattress.
or you can put your one of your mattresses against the wall, and there you go. Okay, but the wall mat is in the description in the video. Bed
Ooh,
rail when
that would
needed.
be fun. That would be fun. You put the mattress against the wall, and then you can jump against the wall and go wee.
Okay,
Excuse me.
not if you're watching that. Okay. Not
But
if
it's
you're the one.
fun.
But that's okay if you're conscious, then yes. Okay. No.
Yes, if you're conscious.
it's
It's
a-
like a bouncy castle.
It's an inside joke. Okay, so bed rail when needed. A lot of people actually fall off the bed, and that was actually
A bed rail, if you have a bed rail, then put some safety stuff on it, some foam.
Yeah,
You can use those pool noodles. You can cut it up, like you can make a slit and then put it on the rail and like tape it to the rail so that it's safe.
the bed rail for tonic-clonic would have to be like almost closed one, so you would not get your arms or your legs in it. So it would have to be one that you can lift up, like the ones that are in the hospital. The ones you can lift up, and the ones that are kind of closed. So when you're having a tonic-clonic, your arms and your feet are not gonna get
You know what
caught
they
in it.
do? You know what they put on the sides for my seizures? They put
There were
the thing.
mats. I
It
saw
was
the mats.
yeah, it was mats. It looked like school gym mats.
Yeah. So yeah, something like that is good. You can buy those in different. Just looking it up
If you're
online.
conscious, that's
Yeah.
what we said.
So just looking for look for if you're looking for a wall mat, just put wall padding mat or something like safety mat. Okay, you can look it up on Amazon, and I'm sure you're gonna find something that's suitable for you. Okay, first aid kit,
Or wall padding.
wall padding. Yeah. Um, one of the things.
You can probably get it in Home Depot too, because like people do that stuff. They put it in like elevators and stuff sometimes.
Okay, Home Depot we have in Canada. I'm not sure if they have Home Depot.
They have Home Depot in the States too.
Okay, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, Home Depot is a big thing for me. I used to, whenever I needed any equipment for home, like any stuff, I would always go shopping there. Okay, a big thing is in emergency. Okay, in emergency, the safety in emergency, knowing first of all, is, which I didn't put it down, is no first aid. Okay, so do your first aid training, and make sure that you refresh it every couple of years. So
That you
and
do a refresher course.
yeah, so you know how to address injuries if they when they
if
or
there
if
are
they happen.
new methods of addressing things.
Yes, because everything changes with time.
Yeah,
And
just
people-
like the names of the seizures have changed.
Yes.
There's new names for like everything.
Yes,
now.
which they're a little bit simpler than they used to be because it was a huge confusion before.
Well,
Right
yeah,
now
no,
there's-
they changed the names so that they're more specific to.
Yeah, it's actually easier to understand through the names of these.
So now the partial seizures are called focal seizures.
Yeah, which they still
So-
should call it partial seizures. Which
Yeah,
is
but
easier.
focal means that it's directed to a certain part of the brain.
Yeah, but those still partial means they're in a part of
Part
brain.
of the brain. Yeah, that's focal means it's focused to one part of the
But
brain.
focal would be more, even probably more specific to one point in the brain because it could be any part of the brain. Where general is on both sides of the brain. Okay. Anywho. Okay. So emergency.
Yes, so he said yes. We have Lowe's and Home Depot. Yes, we have Lowe's too.
Oh, super. Yes, we have both. So it's probably you guys moved your business here because we buy a lot of stuff. So yeah, those
I feel
are
like
great.
Canadians probably use Home Depot more.
They use both. Like, what if I didn't find stuff in Home Depot, or now if Lowe's is closer, I would go to Lowe's first to see if they have.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Continue.
Sorry. Uh, just continuing conversation. So emergency is a huge issue. Okay, because people are getting hurt when they're having
Make sure
seizures.
you have a first aid kit.
You have a first aid kit, so you have your alcohol, you have your peroxide. I didn't have room to put everything. You have your gauze, you have your
Fire extinguisher. Well, you can't really have that.
okay,
in
I'm
a
not finished with the
first
gauze
aid
and
kit.
stuff. So make sure you have
Bandages.
and make sure that you have disinfecting agents like
You
alcohol and peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide, yeah.
There are other disinfecting agents that you can use. Okay, and then use soft.
I mean, if you're in the wilderness and all you have is liquor, then use liquor. If it's vodka. But if you get an injury, you have to use it to disinfect it.
Been watching too many movies. Okay, so
No, but it's true. It works.
I wanted to show you there are different ice packs that you can buy, and we have pretty much all of them. We have different sizes. These were first when I got for Virginia. You can use the ones that you actually use for food and stuff. if in case if it's a bigger injury. Okay, there are soft. This is the one that I want to show
It's
you.
malleable.
Okay, this is the best one
Yeah,
that
because
I've
they
been
can
able
go
to
around.
use on Virginia pretty much like 99.99% of the time.
Yeah.
I was not able to like
Because
even use
these
this
ones
one
are light and the other ones are
because you
heavy.
can wrap it around anything, right?
Yeah.
And especially around the head. Oh yeah, that feels good. So, oh,
Oh, listen.
my
So
brain was overheating.
okay,
Okay,
but you're
but look
thinking
at
too
this.
much.
Look at this. This one, there's still ice on it. This one, look at the contact. Like you only have contact for, I don't know, 1 centimeter, like half an inch contact with your head. And you know, usually when the bumps are,
Those square ones are
oh,
more meant for food
this is so nice.
because it
Okay.
keeps the cooler cool.
Okay,
Okay,
and
listen,
then
wait,
no,
listen.
no, wait.
Linda, listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
Sophie said seizures only involve a localized part of the brain, whereas generalized seizures involve the whole of both hemispheres. The term secondary generalization may be used to describe a partial seizure that later spreads to the whole of the cortex and becomes generalized. That was from the Epilepsy Foundation.
So
Thank
yeah,
you,
a lot of
Sophie,
people.
for the definition.
Yeah, so a lot of seizures, people will have auras. Those are actually seizures. They're called auras,
They're
but
pre-seizures.
they can be called anything. They're seizures. So those are the partial seizures that will become that become general tonic-clonic later on. Okay, so EpiPen for those who have allergies. Make sure that you always have it.
If you have allergies and you or allergy induced like triggered seizures, like if I accidentally have dairy, then I will have a seizure, because I'm allergic to dairy. So yeah, that would trigger a seizure.
So if you have
I mean, even
allergies,
people who are not even diagnosed with epilepsy can have
can have a
seizures
seizure.
from an allergic reaction.
Yes. So EpiPen for those who have allergies, always with you. Make sure you have like an extra one. Your mom is carrying an extra one, family member, and which I didn't put down, but because it's YouTube, you're not supposed to anyways. I wanted to mention Ativan. Okay, for those of you who have seizures.
It's a sublingual.
It's a sublingual, okay, Ativan. So you can, when somebody's starting to have a seizure, the seizure is really, really long, and you kind of want it to help it to stop. You use that.
You can either get Ativan in injection or you can get Ativan sublingual, but the sublingual is better because then you don't feel like you were stabbed in the leg or something. They usually inject it in the butt, but like.
Yeah. Well,
But-
either way, if you just have one, then you use what you have. But the reason why I was gonna say that is because you can just put it here, right? You don't even have to put it under the tongue.
Rub it on the
You
teeth.
just rub it. Make sure that
on the
it's,
gums. Rub it on the gums.
make sure that you get it to the gums, and it will dissolve. It will help the person to come out from the seizure faster, and it will probably make
Zena wants to join
probably
the
that's not a
conversation.
sure. It will probably make the seizure shorter. Now, if somebody's having status epilepticus and your ambulance is not coming, then this is definitely something that you have to have. Always have that, because anyone can end up with status epilepticus at any point, and that's something that you should always have at home. Okay,
Can I bring her
something
here?
that can
She wants to join the conversation.
something that can help them to come out of the seizure. I have been in that situation so many times with the ambulance not showing up, and it was a super emotional, crazy experience for me.
It reminds me of when I was in high school. The hospital was right across the street. I could have walked to the hospital faster than the ambulance. The hospital was right across the street from the high school, and I had a seizure there. And
I'm not laughing at Virginia, I'm laughing at my dog because
she wants to join the conversation.
I'm gonna bring her, but if she's gonna be bad, then I'm just gonna put her back. Okay. Go ahead. You don't have to stop talking.
Okay, so yeah, the hospital was right across the street from the high school, and literally it almost took an hour for them to get an ambulance.
What are you doing?
Like they could have just brought if they were smart, they could have just brought a gurney and brought a gurney to the school and then walked me across the street to the hospital, and it would have been a lot faster.
Come here.
Just bring her with a leash.
She got, come here.
What did she got?
Come here. No, sit down.
Zina wants to join the conversation. She doesn't want to be alone, so. See?
Zena.
Sophie said yes. The Zina's opinion matters.
Okay, she's gonna come and talk her opinion. Don't dump everything on the watch. She doesn't get to where the camera is. If you're bad, I'm gonna put you right back there.
Give me the leash.
No.
You took her off of the leash.
Okay, wait. Over there. I'm gonna bring the leash.
That was the point, for me to hold the leash while she sits down over here.
Okay. I get it. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a long leash. It has to be a short one. Just the collar?
Yeah, just the color's fine.
Okay, hold her there.
Okay, sit.
Okay. Lady.
Good girl.
Okay, yes.
See, she wants her opinion heard.
She's thanking.
Thank you for freeing me.
Okay. Okay, so
that's
next on the list is, okay, no, I'm putting her back.
No, she's just excited. Okay.
Okay, so next on the list is the meds. I brought, where are those pill boxes? Oh, see, she almost dumped them on the ground. So, one lady had a big issue with these, with medication, because she kept on forgetting to take it. Okay, this is a huge issue, and it's a safety issue, because if you forget, guess what happens?
You have a seizure.
Okay, so and it can be,
Are you
you know,
talking about that lady, or are you talking about me?
No, Virginia too. So I over the years I bought her different types. Okay, and you can just, okay, there's a 7 days here.
See, Sophie said she may not be understood, but the pup's opinion matters.
Wait, she may not be understood.
Because she speaks a different language.
What do you mean?
She speaks woo 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 woo.
Oh, oh yeah, her opinions. I usually know what she wants. Right now, she just wants attention and she wants to be heard. So
See,
she's
just as tired as me.
So this one you have morning, noon, evening, and bed. Okay, so there's 7 of these. Depending on what your schedule is, that you have to take them. That's how many, like, you're gonna. This is 7, so for 7 days. At one point, she was taking. She's taking supplements too, so. Sometimes she misses the supplements. That's not a good thing, but I try to make sure that she does take them, and
it's easier to have a bigger pill thingy if you're taking a lot of supplements.
Yeah, no, right now she just has like kind of supplements in a bucket, because that's how big it is. She has to have a full bucket of supplements.
Yeah, bucket. I have a bucket for each day of the week. Okay.
I'm serious. This is like you go through this. I think we did one video like back a few months ago on how many,
and
what kind of supplements you were taking.
Sophie said a pet parent always knows what the pet is saying.
Yes. Okay, so we had a cat named Caesar. Now, I would be sleeping and Caesar would meow, and I knew if the meow was to eat or to go out. So I would either get up, like totally sleeping, I would hear the meow, I would either open the door for him to go outside or give him the food. And I don't know how I knew. I have no clue how I knew. It was just a different.
He was speaking meow.
Was meow, and it was food, and then meow, and it was to go outside. So I don't know, but it is. Yeah, we love it so much.
Yeah.
Okay. We have. Okay, so we finished with that. So pill boxes. uh, alarm and Android reminders to take them on time. Okay, so this has been a huge issue
Or
for
Apple
Virginia.
reminders, just clock reminders,
You don't.
alarms.
You don't need to
If you
have
have an
Apple.
Apple, then you can't do Android reminders.
You can't.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so Android reminders for those who have Android. Apple reminders for those who have Apple. And I just eat apples. Uh, weird joke. But so the reminders are there. You put an alarm on, and my phone is. We're actually doing the video with the phone, so I'm not able to do that to show you that. But I guess at some point we're gonna show you. So you set up, let's say, alarm at 6 o'clock in the evening, and then you can add to it. Um, you put it in your calendar. Okay, if you put it in a calendar as a reminder, okay, so you will pick the sound. You're gonna pick a sound different
A
than
ringtone.
you're gonna pick a sound, so ringtone, music, whatever you want.
Make sure it's not an ocean breeze because that'll keep you sleeping.
So you can have a different one for morning, different one for evening if you want.
I mean, you can have Screamo if you
And and so or you can record one and say, please, take my evening pills now. Okay, it's time to take my evening pills. All right, you can, that could be your 6 o'clock ringtone to take your pills reminder. Okay, so you set it up in your calendar, and you write down, and then you can have music or voice reminder to do it.
Okay, so Sophie said about the scheduling of the pills and stuff. She said that reminds me of when Dad was diagnosed. He had a picnic basket full of medications. We still have the basket. Oh, and about the alarm, she says foghorn works too.
Foghorn.
Yeah. You know, like the ones that the boats have?
Oh, they have ringtones like that.
Yeah.
That's a kind of really annoying one. I would not want to hear that every day.
Well,
Okay.
at least you would turn off the alarm if you had it on your phone.
I would probably throw my phone like the next second or third time if I had to do that.
She leaves her alarms on for like a whole hour until I get up, I wake up, and I turn off her alarm. Yes.
Not true.
I have to get up to turn off your alarm.
Not
you
true.
go to the bathroom, you do whatever, the alarm's still going, and I'm like, really? Like, you wake up, the alarm's going, you don't even touch it, you just do your stuff, and you just
Not
leave it
true.
on.
I don't leave it on. I set up because I know that it takes me, if I have very little hours
So
of
get
sleep,
an alarm. Use a
I will
ringtone
not.
that works.
I know I will not. I know I will not wake up. So I set up a few apart, like to 15 minutes apart or something. And so I set them up. So if the first, second, or third one doesn't wake me up, the fourth one should. Okay.
Or
now,
the fifth one, or the sixth one, or the seventh one, or the 10th one.
No, it's funny. This was the first time in a super long time that I did not wake up. I actually missed my PSW appointment this week, and I just would not wake up. I set up 5 alarms, and I did not wake up until it was time after.
I feel.
Okay, so it's important. Alarms are a great thing, and as I said, you can set them up with in your calendar, so as reminders. Okay, and then so you pick the ringtone, and you can have it say, "Take your pills right now." Okay, all electronics and electrical cords far away from your head while you sleep. Now, somebody that I know personally doesn't listen to
you
this.
You do this too.
Yeah, but I don't have seizures.
Excuse you. You're taking clonazepam for other stuff than seizures, but you're still getting little seizures from it. So there you go.
Okay.
And she leaves the iPad, the phone, and stuff like right on her bed, right beside her head. So
what's this called? It's called something noise.
Electromagnetic white noise.
The white noise. Okay. the electromagnetic waves and the light from the bright light uh from your iPad, from your phone, from your laptop
You mean the
screen,
blue light?
it's very bad for you. It's very bad for your eyes. It affects your brain in a big time. So if any of you guys have trouble sleeping, stay away from it for in the last hour of the day before going to sleep. Try to read a book. Go, I don't know, just relax. Do your thanks for the
And
day.
Sophie says she has two alarms, one on her cell phone and then one alarm clock.
Oh, okay,
See,
okay.
that's smarter because the alarm clock, especially if it's an alarm clock that goes bah, bah, then you're gonna wake up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why she mentioned the foghorn because
That's the
I get it now.
That's the one that makes the noise like really loud. Yeah, I've had those. I think I bought one when we went to Cuba. I brought one with me. One of those uh, mechanical ones. Okay, so alarm Android. Okay, next thing, all electronics. Yes. So electrical cords far away from your head while you sleep. So electricity has magnetic field around it. It's very bad for you. Okay, electrical magnetic.
Also, people have a magnetic field around them.
So this will
That's what the
really
aura.
disrupt your magnetic field. Okay, if you guys are sleeping or live close to, let's
Ooh.
say, a box where there's all this electrical stuff is there,
Listen, Linda,
which we
listen.
had one of those apartments that we had. We were living in a basement. Virginia's room was in there,
Okay, but
and it
listen,
was
Linda,
really
listen.
bad. She had a lot of seizures,
Linda,
like
listen.
more than normal.
Okay, Linda, listen.
Yes.
Okay, so
Thank you for the
Sophie's
massage.
Sophie said that both her cell phone and the alarm clock are across the room, so she has to actually get out of bed to turn it off.
Well, it's good that you
So
have it
that's
so
smart.
far away. Yes. So we're gonna should that do for Virginia?
And for you too. You
I
should
would
put your
never.
phone
I would
over
never
here.
get up. I would not get up.
Yeah, exactly. She would just leave it on and go.
Ow. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so electrical power, like any power grids, they're like if you're choosing a home to live in, don't choose anything that you're close to, anything that has like electrical grids and stuff. All right, try to stay away from the creepy
I'm a
as much as
Jedi.
possible. Winter safety, bundle up, okay? Hand
If you don't
warmers.
look like the Michelin man, then you are not bundled up enough.
Okay,
You
winter
have to
safety.
be you have to be walking like this, like you're a penguin, because you can't bend your knees or your arms.
Okay, why winter safety? Because seizure can happen at any time.
You can have
And
a seizure triggered by extreme hypothermia or anything like hypothermia. If you're too cold, then that can trigger a seizure. Like that's happened to me before.
That's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that
But that
if you
helps.
have a seizure outside in the winter, and you can get a
Sophie has a
hypothermia.
fuzzy robe too.
Fuzzy rub?
Yeah, she's wearing a fuzzy robe too.
Oh, that's nice. I should have put one too, so we could have a fuzzy rub party.
You do have a fuzzy
Sure.
robe. There's dog hair on this. It's
Yeah,
fuzzy.
thanks for advertising to the whole world. Okay, so
It's inevitable. We're
in a
pets.
seizure, the temperature drops down significantly in every seizure. So in the winter time, you don't want to be alone. So don't travel by yourself. You want to be. You may have, have some hand warmers. Let's say you're somewhere where it's really cold. You're waiting for a bus somewhere because a lot of people, they don't live. They live by themselves and they have to kind of do everything by themselves. So
And there's jackets
bundle
that
up, use
have
hand warmers.
electric heating inside them, so you can turn on the heating if you're like cold, and you can turn on the heating for like if you're extra cold or something.
Yeah, it's better to take an extra sweater than being cold in winter, okay? So that's for winter time. Helmet, drop seizures, and severe tonic-clonic. Now, this has been an issue.
But I
huge
don't
issue
want to
for
wear a
Virginia.
helmet.
She had both for a long time, but she never really She never really, even we were already in the store, we were at the point of buying so many times. I tried to convince her, and she said, Mom, if you buy
I
it,
said
I'm
if,
not gonna wear it.
exactly.
So, I just didn't buy it. But
Don't you know helmet hair?
no, there are soft helmets that you can wear.
But that's,
They're
yeah.
like
Am I
foamy,
wrestler?
soft.
Am I wrestler?
You could pretend you're a wrestler. You could go outside, hey, and then you're going like this, and you pretend you're a wrestler. People don't
okay.
know.
That's
Okay.
I'll pretend I'm a high school wrestler that I'm
So
wearing
there
the
you go.
foam helmet.
And you can wear shirts that say, I'm a high school wrestler. So there you go.
Or I
I'm a
could just
wrestler.
wear that jock outfit that they
Oh my
wear.
God, I should say, I'm a wrestler. I'm a hustler.
I'm a hustler. I'm a wrestler. I'm gonna wrestle you.
Okay. So helmet. Yes, for those of you who would agree, because a lot of people don't want to wear it. If a person has the drop seizures, which at one point Virginia had a lot of those, and she got injured all the time. Drop seizures, people usually fall down on their face, and it's like
Well, I always fell on my butt until I broke stuff.
yeah, not
Those
always,
are the.
not always. But anyhow, so this
Well, I'm
is
saying
this
when
is
I was
an
standing
issue,
up.
and guys, look it up and consider it. Consider it if you are getting injured all the time. Consider this. Think of how much better you could be if you don't
It's
have,
good to wear a helmet.
if you
It's
don't
safe.
have that,
Even though if it's not aesthetically pleasing.
that injury that you don't want to have. Okay, shower safety. So next thing, shower safety, bath mat, sitting down. So bath mat. When you guys, for shower safety, I started asking Virginia to sit down in a bathtub. She's been taking her showers for years by herself. A lot of times she didn't even, she would sneak out when I was either sleeping,
I would
or
sneak to take a shower while you were sleeping.
while you were sleeping, while I was
I
sleeping.
wouldn't sneak out to take a shower because that would be difficult. Taking a shower outside, what is that?
Okay. So, yeah, so she
That's
would
being in the
choose,
rain.
she would choose to do these things, and
Yeah,
I have,
because you know why I would do it? I have
and
an
so,
explanation.
over
I
the
would
years-
do it because I didn't want you staring at me while I was taking a shower. Because if I wanted to shower in peace, the shower is supposed to be coming, and if you're sitting there
Your
staring,
showers were not coming. Your showers were super hot, and they were.
it was coming from my muscles.
Okay. Anyways, so Virginia was having a lot of tonic-clonic. A lot of them happen in the bathtub, in the washroom, in the bathroom. So I would say 80% or more, 80% or more of her seizures would happen in the bathroom. Okay, so some of them
That's
in the
how
kitchen.
I got this scar. I got this scar, this scar, and this scar.
Yeah, so most of her face scars are bathroom falls.
Yeah, these ones, the ones I got, all these scars that I have are like from different times. But the ones I got from here are from shavers. These are two different times. I got one here. It was actually the plastic casing that goes on the shaver that scratched both of these ones.
No, you got cut because your shaver was there.
Yeah, but the plastic casing. The plastic casing was on the razor, and that's what cut me.
Okay, maybe I went. I'm not the second time. But anyway, so if you guys having seizures, this is not something to consider to be shaving yourself by yourself and doing things by yourself like that. This is not safe, okay? So you always choose, because you have your life, you want to live your life. Like Virginia chose to do things because she wants to have her freedom, but she also paid big time for things that she did because. So this is my tip to you, not to do that, okay? So using yes. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so so first she says that she thinks your fuzzy sweater counts, and then she has a purple sweater, dollar pants, so she thinks she's fuzzy. And then she says because of the fact that the snow reflects the sun light, it would trigger absent seizures, and it still does. And she says, "I love being photosensitive." Not. And then she says, "In the summertime, I would always skin my knees due to the heat and sun being triggers."
To do what?
That she would always skin her knees. She would injure her
Oh.
knees due
Oh,
to
yeah.
the heat and the sun being triggers. So extreme temperature changes are triggers for the seizures.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about it in a bit. And this was about so we're gonna be talking about having the pads, okay, for your elbows and for your knees, because Virginia.
Yeah, like the ones that you use for when you're going rollerblading or something.
Yeah,
you have
because
paddings on them.
Virginia would come back with scrapes like all the time on her face, everywhere, okay, and
You need a chin strap too.
yeah. So I mean, the scrapes is one thing. More serious injuries are another.
Chin pad.
But if you want to prevent the scrapes and you have the pads, you can get the
I got
pads.
I got a really bad injury on my chin. That's why you need a chin pad too, because
Chin pad.
yeah,
No.
they have things for your chin,
Oh, okay.
padding for your chin. And I got a really bad injury. It was open like this big, but I was inside the house. I was in the bathroom, and then I had a seizure, and that's why it opened so big. But
Yeah,
like I got stitches and everything.
Did they show that video yet? I don't
Yes,
think
you
so.
did.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. So
Well,
anyways,
my fat was showing from my chin.
okay.
That's how
So
big it was.
where are we? Drop seizures, shower safety. So bath mat, sitting
Sitting in the
down.
bathtub.
Okay, we got a very
Take a
long shower head with a very long extension. So Virginia
Extension
can
cord.
sit. Yes. So Virginia can sit down. She can take her time. You guys should still be supervised, because if that bathtub fills up with water and somebody's having a seizure and they're not aware of it, that's a very dangerous thing. Okay, so you should still be supervised, and make sure that that water always goes down properly, that it doesn't clog up and stuff. But I wanted to show you this bath mat that we got, because for years I would get like those kind of cheap ones from dollar store. They are very bad mats. They don't have good suction cups. They're very small. Okay, so finally you spend some money and you get something like this. Super cool. Okay, super cool suction cups. Okay, it's all like it's gonna prevent you from prevent. This is a special material, so there's like no stuff growing on it. There's no bacteria growing. Virginia, you're pushing my back. I'm in pain. Thank you. Okay, and so this is big enough so you can sit, and this covers most of the floor in a bathtub. A lot of bathtubs are very slippery. So I have bought years ago, I had to buy a special, it was a special treatment, and I bought it for tiles, because we have rented a basement apartment, and the tiles in that basement apartment, if they were even just a little bit damp, they were super slippery, and it was super dangerous just to walk around. Okay, so the treatment I bought, it was anti-skid, anti-slip, and it was just like a liquid treatment that you could put. Some people have bathtubs that are very slippery, so you can buy the treatment for bathtubs, and you can buy it for your floors if your floors are like that.
You're
okay?
not gonna adjust
I didn't
this?
put it down.
You're not gonna adjust this?
I didn't put it down.
Hang on, I'm trying to
Annoy me?
No, I'm trying
I know
to
the
show
hell out
you.
of I know the hell out of me.
I'm trying to
You're
show
doing
you
this
what it feels like when you're watching me while I'm showering.
I don't watch like that.
But I'm saying that's what it feels like. I know you're just sitting on the toilet cover thingy, and you're sitting there and like making sure I'm okay, but I'm saying that's what it feels like. Because
Okay.
it's a tiny bathroom and it's like,
Okay.
it just feels like that.
All right. So I didn't put it down for the special treatment for your floors. So if you have tiles, I didn't put it down here. Maybe I'll add it up and then I'll take a picture
And Sophie's
somewhere
talking
here.
about the slip thingy. She says,
Yeah.
because during any type of seizures, the person is unconscious. So, say the child was running and has an absent seizure, and the child will fall.
Yes. And so watching about the floors, especially because it could spill a drink, that can happen even to anyone. Okay, so if you have floors that are slippery when wet, you really need to use that treatment. Okay, I'm gonna look it up, and
And it
maybe in the
also
future
helps.
I'll put that treatment down, and I'm gonna show you guys
It
what it
also
is.
helps to have plastic cups and plastic plates for if you have seizures, and if you wanna be extra careful, have a sippy cup. Because I imagine that's what my mom wants me to have.
Okay, we're not there yet. Where is that? This,
You don't have that there, I'm pretty
no,
sure.
it's not here yet. Kitchen and home. Okay, so we're gonna jump to kitchen and home safety. Replace glass and china with plastic cups and stainless steel.
You can sell the
So
china and make lots
here
of money.
are the plastic cups. I have we have been using these for years. I have replaced all the glass with plastic.
Yeah, she kept the cups from like iced coffee and stuff.
And stainless steel. Those are the ones you like to using the best.
Yeah, I like these ones. These ones I got from Busker Fest though.
Okay, so these ones we bought them at the Busker
I
Fest.
bought them from Busker Fest.
Okay, and very good stainless steel. We had them for years. So this is good for hot and cold drinks. Plates. I forgot to. Oh no, I did bring a plastic plate. So yeah,
And
you
so
guys.
she said, slippery and she's still prone to falling.
Yeah. So
You can still fall even if it's not slippery.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's also a possibility.
Like how the ghost pushed me back and pushed me on my butt.
Yeah, so Virginia felt like somebody was pushing her when she had one of her
because it
seizures.
feels like somebody pushing me back,
So-
like they're being a bully.
Okay, plastic cups, plastic plates. You can still have a nice, like this is a really nice
It's
plate.
pretty.
Okay, it's pretty. Depends of what you like. Everybody has different.
You can even just get a white plate and paint. Have like special painting.
Yeah, you can paint your own stuff.
Exactly.
Or we could
And it's very
design
nice.
some cool things for on Redbubble. And you guys, if you want, you can visit our Redbubble. We already have some stuff. I'm gonna be adding a lot of things on Redbubble. Okay. So this is plastic. It's very nice. I've been serving
It's pretty.
Virginia food on these platters. She loves when they come because it looks so pretty when you put the food on it. Okay. So it doesn't have to
Mama, it's the food that looks pretty.
Okay. But the food looks even prettier on a pretty plate, right?
It just looks pretty to me because it's food.
Okay, so stainless steel, everything, okay? So going back to shower safety, safety around the tub. So safety around the tub, you know where the tap is, where you open the tap. I have seen in one of the videos, we don't have that yet, but this is something I really want to get.
Oh, I hit my face on that before.
Yes. So this is very dangerous. I've seen a video of a place where the person was going to an EMU, I think it was in UK, and they had a plastic. Okay, let's say this is the tap thing for the bathtub.
You mean the faucet?
The faucet. So they would have a plastic cover that goes like that was like round. So if the person falls down, they're not gonna hit. There's gonna be like no hard impact because it's like all rounded up.
It's gonna lessen the injury.
Okay, so it's less injury, and people don't like fall on sharp stuff. Okay, which is super important. So you can look for different safety features. Whatever works with your life, that's what you have to use, because it's always according to your situation, to what you personally need for your life. Okay.
What is
Let's
that?
just pill covers that fell down. Okay, living alone. So this is an issue for some people who live alone. Okay. Now, it can be something like a huge issue because if you don't have, someone to assist you, then the injuries happen, then people like
I
wake
mean,
up
if you want to live
whenever.
alone, then you live in a place where you know somebody in the building and they have a key to your place. And that's what I did when I was living alone. And I had my friend, I had her, she had the key to my apartment, and we were in the same building. And so that would be safe. And that's why I moved into that building so that I would have somebody there, but I could also live on my own and have my own space and make sure that I had no claustrophobia in my apartment.
And the alien forehead thing happened.
Yep, but that happened because
Okay.
I was being
She
dumb.
had
I
a
sat on the
super
edge.
serious. She had a super serious injury
I had an
with
injury.
her
Okay, I
head
was
like
playing a
this.
video game. I was playing Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets, and there was problem because there was flashing lights and there was a seizure warning, and I didn't pay attention to it. I played it anyway, and I was sitting on the edge of the bed with my legs crossed, and I fell over. If I wasn't sitting on the edge of the bed, I was sitting on more on the bed, then I wouldn't have hit my head because I was sitting on the edge of the bed. I fell forward and hit, and my face went like fall like on the floor. So that's why I got the alien baseball size bump on my forehead. I looked like an alien for a while because I was sitting on the edge of the bed. Now
There's
that
a
is
video on
dangerous.
that, guys. If you wanna, you can watch that video. Okay, so if you're living alone, it can be a huge issue because there's no one there, to attend you if you're hurt. Okay.
Wow! Wait.
One of the things you can do is you keep your doors unlocked. Okay, you give the key to your neighbor or friend. All right, and have a PSW and friends visit you often. Okay, like I know people usually, they say I have to work, and I get from home, I'm tired, I don't even want to have anybody over.
But or
But
make
if you
friends with your
can,
neighbors.
if you have, let's say, coverage, and you can get a PSW come to you, to help you
Or I
out.
can make friends with your
Or
neighbors.
some, you make friends with the neighbors, you make friends in the area. So just make sure that you have someone coming around. Okay, and that you can give a key to someone who you trust, who can come, and if you are not responding, they'll be able to come in and see if you're okay.
Okay, hey, okay. So Sophie says, I have found another Canadian mother-daughter channel, and like you and the daughter has epilepsy. She can't put the link in the chat section, but she'll put it in the she put it in the comment section after the stream is out.
That there's a what?
That there's a mother-daughter channel like me and you.
Yes.
And they're from Canada, and the daughter has epilepsy too.
I'm
So it's
pretty
like
sure.
us.
I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about. Okay. Now, thank you for that.
Wait,
That's
wait, wait.
always.
She says, hello. Oh, this is the description from the channel. She says, hello, my name is Angelique Busco. I am 20 years old. I started having seizures after I had to get vaccines for school. Wow, that is so similar.
Yep, I think that's. I know.
I have been having seizures for 2.5 years now. My main goal is to become seizure free. I've been trying to become seizure free as naturally as possible by detoxing, diet, and exercise. Oh my god, this is just like me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm taking this journey, because hopefully by the end, By the end of it, I won't have any more seizures. But not only that, I want to spread awareness for epilepsy and live in a positive way. Oh my God, that's just
Yes.
like us.
Yes, thank you for sharing that, Sophie. It is nice to know that other people go through similar things, and you're not the
That's
only
very
one.
similar. That's like
That you're not the only
parallel.
one fighting the fight. Okay,
You know, it'd be
and
interesting if she looks like me too. Does she
and
look like me, Sophie?
no, she's slimmer.
Channel's name is My Journey to Be Seizure Free.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yes, that's a really good. Um, I've watched a couple of videos over there, so it's always good to learn from other people. So um, if you learn from others, you have a broader idea of
Broader,
broader idea
not
of
brother. Broader. Sorry for correcting you. I know you hate that. That your
of
mom would
what
always
is
say that.
happening, okay, of what can happen, what's available, and what may happen, and how to prevent it. So prevention is one of the best things that you can do. So you don't have to live with with something that may happen, and if you prevented it, people don't know if they prevented it, because if it didn't happen, they don't know it would have happened. So anybody watch Butterfly Effect movie? It was super cool.
They had a
But
second butterfly effect movie.
yeah, I watched both. Okay, so living so yeah,
Second one was
living
more
alone. Make sure that you give
sad.
key to someone that you
Let's
really
go.
trust, and that's a super cool thing to do. Heart monitor watch. Okay, register the pattern of your heart rate before and after seizures. Okay, you can monitor your exercise, your steps, and your sleep. So I got one of those for Virginia after well, it was at the time that she was in the hospital. Okay, because her seizures, like, she just got started on new meds, and so they were not better for years, and they were actually getting worse with the
I was
years. So
adding seizures, different types of seizures.
so I wanted to get that for her, because then I wanted to be able to monitor the heart rate to see how high was the heart rate right before the seizure and right after the seizure.
Are we
Okay.
talking about the
We were talking about where's your watch? Yeah.
watch?
So
Watch my watch.
so no, you need to like kind of go closer and show everything that it shows. So swipe it like you swiped it and you show me,
Okay.
and you gotta talk about it because you're the presenter now.
Okay. So this I showing you. This
You're
you
not
press
showing
here.
this.
No, it's
Okay.
not showing. Just chill out. Okay. So it shows you the time.
Make
You
sure you don't move it
swipe
too
it up.
fast because you're not gonna be able to see it. Just
Yeah. Can
move
you?
it.
Can I know how to do this? Okay. So when you swipe it up, you can see how many steps that you took in the day.
Is it visible?
Okay.
It's not
And you can
visible. It's too
also measure
blurry.
your heart rate.
Too blurry. And your finger's right there.
You can measure, see, it's at 93 right now because mama stresses me out. Telling me what to do. See, it's going down because she's not telling me what to do anymore. See? See, look how fast it's going down.
Wow.
That's so nice.
On demand.
See, let's wait. Let's see how it is when it finishes.
Okay, go down. So Virginia's heart rate is usually what happened?
What are you talking about?
My tablet. Excuse me, Google. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you for nothing.
See, I'm coming down. It's good. Anyway, so we do
Okay.
the heart rate, and you can also like schedule like when you're starting to do a run, or if you're starting to do biking, or a walker. It has a walk too thing. It has a walk option. See, walk. and you just show that you're like walking, running, or biking, and it measures your it measures the
Did you show
steps
everything? You
or your
only
heart
showed.
rate.
You're supposed to show all of them.
I showed everything. Okay, but the app also this particular watch has an app connected to it, so it's like Bluetooth connected, so you can have it on your phone. You can have the app on your phone, and it'll show you like your average heart rate, and like it'll show you your sleep. Like if you're wearing this, the battery lasts a long time.
Oh yeah, that battery. How often do you have to like do it once a week or something?
Once a week or like once every 2 weeks. Like I've been already having this for a week, and it's only halfway done the battery.
Yeah, so the battery is super.
Yeah, it's good because oh yeah, so the app, it shows you your sleep, and when you're wearing it during sleep, it'll tell you if you are
if you have REM sleep.
It'll tell you when you have deep sleep and when you have restless sleep. Like if you're moving around a lot, it'll either show you as awake, if you're moving like a lot, but it'll also show you like if you're having like a light sleep, or you're being restless or something.
So if you know you were supposed to be sleeping for the last 12 hours, and it shows that you were awake for, let's say, half an hour, that means you probably had a seizure. Okay, that's if you live alone. But okay,
or maybe
so
you're just having a nightmare.
What I did, I have put links to Amazon on in all of the 3 countries, so US,
I was
Canada,
on before.
and UK, and you guys can check. You can pick any color, but make sure it measures your that it registers the pattern of your heart rate. Okay, so you can that you have your heart rate, your exercise, and your sleep and your steps.
Hey.
Because this has been very helpful for Virginia, and she loves it.
Okay, but
Yes.
listen. Okay, so Sophie said, because I asked her if the girl looks like me. She says no. She is blonde and fit. I will be fit soon. Okay, and I have dyed my hair blonde before, so there you
And
go.
you're not doing it again.
Yeah, I'm not dyeing my hair again because
Oh.
I just want my natural hair is much better.
And you're beautiful brunette.
And
so there you go.
it's too much. It's too much to deal with dyed hair. And it messes up the hair.
And it's bad for your brain.
Yes, exactly.
Just
Okay. She's also 5'6" like me.
Okay.
And she dyed her hair purple. Her hair is about shoulder length. Mine is shoulder length. Is a little bit past shoulder length now. She has a dog, Sadie. I have 2 dogs.
Okay. So next
Zena
one.
and Debbie.
Thank you, Sophie, for sharing. So this the next one on the list is engraved medical alert bracelet. Phone numbers and allergies listed. So the one that I have.
We didn't get a regular medical alert bracelet because that one is metal and it kept breaking every time I had a seizure.
I have bought, Virginia, over the years so many different kinds. The ones, wait, hold on. The ones with the latches are no good. Okay, so
because
try.
They break.
If the latch is not strong, it will break. It will fall off.
If the metal is not strong, if the links are not strong,
yeah.
Then
So the one
break.
I got, Virginia, is from Road ID.
Zena,
you can have stuff.
It's a rubber
engraved.
bracelet.
Whatever, you have to cover the name.
Yes, I know.
Okay, but
So
just
I
show
do my pinky.
You can show the names.
You can see. You see, like I have my name on top. It tells me what city I'm from, and it shows the emergency contacts. Covering the numbers, but shows my mom and then my sister. And then it says on the bottom that I have epilepsy, and it has like the medic alert sign and stuff, so that you know that it is like a medic stuff.
So the reason why we were showing this is because you can engrave. You can tell them what you want engraved.
That's what she did.
So I
It's
had.
not. It's not registered with like a regular medical, like an actual medical or bracelet.
It isn't.
It's
Yeah.
not registered by like phone or stuff, because those ones you can register and you can call. The hospital can call in and get all the information.
Oh, okay.
But like, I mean,
Okay, so yeah, well, for registrations, you have to like pay for it for membership fees, and with all the memberships fees of everything in the world, we just don't need more membership fees. But there are some alert buttons that you can wear, not necessarily around the neck. If you have tonic clonic, I don't. If you have seizures, I don't recommend wearing anything on your neck, okay? So have something that you can probably press.
okay.
There are medical alert, like watches and stuff that you press, and then it alerts. That's usually for people who have auras, and then it alerts that the person is having a seizure, so they can send help. Okay, so this is something that, well, we financially we haven't been able to get that, so that's probably a next step sometimes in the future, not right now. So this is something that I could afford, and I got for Virginia for now, and I wanted to make sure that she tells me what her blood pressure is before, during and after the seizure, because it will record the blood pressure 24/7, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna be able to know what's going on with the heart rate. At that.
Sophie said her cousin has a rubber band ID too.
Yeah. So this one is the best, because all the ones that look like fancy, I bought her silver one twice. After I bought the silver one, she got stolen. The other
No,
one.
it broke.
Yeah, so you said, but it got stolen together with your iPod that you had at school, for which you were presenting at school, and on top of that, she was robbed. Somebody robbed her iPod and her bracelet. So after that, I said, okay, I'm not buying you silver anymore. Next one I bought, it was just, but it didn't have the engraving thing. So then we went to the store to go have it engraved, but you can have it engraved right from your home. You can think of what you want on it, okay? Because it's important to list any type of allergies that you have. Okay, Virginia has a lot of allergies, so
Mostly anti-epileptic medication.
we're not listing all of them, but then you would list the one that's most.
Because then we would be here for another couple of hours if we were
Or
listing
you
all
could
of them.
put down multiple allergies, and then they would have to kind of figure out what they want to give you or what they don't want to give you, okay? Because
well, now the hospitals are like connected they have like this network in Toronto.
Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah, I know.
And they're only connected if they're like the same
network.
Yeah, if they're on the same network. Okay, so are we done with the bracelet? Yes. So yeah, you can buy different colors. I would suggest that you get purple.
You can get it from Amazon.
The one that I got for Virginia.
Where's purple for epilepsy?
This one came with, I think, three. I paid a little more and got her like 5 different colors. I think it was green, red, and I was thinking, okay, she wants to go to like a party or something, or she probably wants to color different, to wear different colors. She's just been using one, so
I don't know where the other ones are, but I like the purple one because purple for epilepsy.
Exactly. So you don't need to pay extra to get other ones. You can just get like
you ask
color.
You ask what they want, what color they want, and then there you go. You don't have to buy other ones.
Yeah. So that one is called is available in the States, because that one was I think engraved and came from the States, even to us. So called Road ID. So you can look for that one. Okay. Outside activity safety. I wanted to say something about swimming. It's not safe and never alone.
But if you do want to go swimming, tell the lifeguards You don't have to shout it out to the whole pool like, hey everybody, I have epilepsy, so if I'm looking weird, then you better watch out. You know, better not cry because that's probably gonna make my seizure worse. But better not shout because it's gonna make the seizure worse. But you tell the lifeguard, you can just talk to the lifeguard and tell the other lifeguards that are on duty that, hey, I have seizures, you just, you know, occasionally look at me, like you don't have to stare at me the whole time because I know you gotta watch everybody else. But like, just I have seizures.
So we have
Just so
different
you know.
opinions on that because Virginia didn't want to give up swimming. It is very dangerous
Because
for
I'm a
anyone
mermaid.
who has tonic-clonic or any of those
I'm a
seizures
lionfish.
to be in water at any time. So that goes never go alone. If you actually choose to go,
I had seizures
never go
multiple
alone.
times. Wait.
That does not include 100 people who are going to be at the pool and
Okay.
have no clue
Okay.
what you're going through or that you're having a seizure.
Okay, but I want to say that I had multiple seizures in the pool because of the reflection of the sun on the water. And these seizures happen around midday. So don't go like midday. It's not even safe for anybody to be outside in midday in the summer because like regardless of whether you're it's hot and
the
you
sun
get
is
sunburn,
at its highest at that point.
and if you have seizures, the sunlight can go directly in your eye whether you have translation lenses or not. So like you gotta be careful. And
so those goggle types, okay, there are sometimes
ski goggles.
if you wear ski goggles, if you wear regular eyeglasses, okay.
Sophie says she also loves to swim, so
yeah, Sophie has different types of seizures though. So no person is the same, okay? You guys, everything has to be tailored to your personal needs, right? Because
but I love to swim. I'm a lionfish. Do you get it?
A lionfish. You're a lionfish?
I'm a lion because I'm a Leo. But I'm also a mermaid, so I'm like a fish. So I'm a lionfish. Yes, and there's a fish called a lionfish. That's why I'm saying I'm a lionfish.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah, it looks like a lion.
Okay, so I bet, Sophie, when you go swimming, you have someone with you. You go with your mom, which is always safer.
Yeah, I haven't gone swimming alone because I know that there's a possibility that I have seizures. I've had a couple of seizures 2 different times with my sister, and she was watching me, so she caught me while I was having the seizure, and she got me, and she was keeping me safe. And then I had a few times with friends in like when I first started having seizures, in the nearby community pool, and one of those seizures I actually like completely came out of the water by myself and like even changed and went to their house after swimming, and I was like completely blacked out that entire time. I blacked out in the pool, and then I woke up in their place on the couch, and yeah, it was really weird for me because that was a long time being blacked out.
Well, and that was one of your first kind of experiences.
That was the second seizure that I had.
Yeah. So, but first of that kind of experience.
Yeah.
Because that was a different kind than the first actual one that we remember that you had. Okay, so the next thing on the list, so no swimming if you're by yourself.
Yeah,
it's
don't
very
go by
unsafe.
yourself.
I don't recommend go
I've had
swimming.
seizures with my friends from Epilepsy Toronto. We went to Toronto Island, so I had a seizure in the water, and my friends they pulled me out of the water. My friend Isabel, her mom was there. She helped pull me out of the water as well, and it's good. I had a lot of people who understood what I was going through, so they knew how to take care of me properly. So yeah.
Yeah, so if you're with a person,
don't go swimming by yourself. That's the rule.
If you're with the person who's trained, but if you're in a deep end, there's nothing you can do that you can help the person. Because
Misha says she's here.
Hi Misha. Thank you for joining us. So absolutely
I have you, sis.
absolutely no driving and no biking if you have seizures. Okay?
Yeah. Biking.
I know
I'm sorry, biking.
Yeah,
I was biking, and I was actually on a bridge when I started having the seizure with the bike. I was crossing a bridge, and the handle, it like turned like this because I started having a seizure, and the handle, even I was lucky that there was rubber on the handle, that it was a good bike and not like worn out and stuff. But the handle went right in my throat, and oh my god, it hurt so bad for so long.
Yeah.
But
so that was her last
and
bike.
I went right over the bike.
And that was your last ride bike.
No,
ride.
it wasn't. I rode a bike after that.
See?
I just didn't. I made sure not to be on the bridge.
So still didn't learn. Okay. No biking and no driving. You guys, it's really dangerous. Okay. No driving, absolutely, because if you biking or driving, both of them are dangerous. Just not just for you, but for somebody else. Okay. Maybe in a bad way. Okay, kitchen and home safety, we already talked about this. So replacing your glass and china with plastic and stainless steel. Now, other things to concern for safety is a seizure dog. We have two.
We have two, but they're not professionally trained. They just know from their own instincts.
Yeah,
like Debbie always licked my mouth.
They're self-trained dogs.
Yes, they're self-trained from instincts.
Yeah.
So Debbie, he always licks my mouth to make sure that I'm not choking on my saliva. You can never choke on your tongue. Don't believe anybody that says that, because your tongue is attached to the bottom of your mouth. You can't choke on your tongue. That is a really dumb idea that somebody made up. I don't, whatever. Anyway, so yeah. So don't put any spoons in your mouth. Don't let anybody put spoons in your mouth. That's really dumb. But yeah, Debbie licks my mouth to make sure that I don't choke on my saliva. You can choke on your saliva if you're not in the right position. He also puts me in the right position. I've woken out of seizures before where Debbie was like on top of me, holding me and like pushing me to keep me on my side, which he's really smart. He pretends to be dumb sometimes because he wants to be like a lovable dummy, but like a big teddy bear, but he's really smart too. And Zena, she calls for help, and then when the help comes, then she attends me and makes sure that she licks off the saliva too, so that I don't choke on it, just to be like an extra help.
So seizure alert dog, okay? So the dogs can bark
and
loud.
Misha, I want to say thank you for helping me when we were swimming together. Thank you for watching me and keeping me safe in the pool when I had seizures.
And thank you from Mama as well, okay? So seizure alert dogs, they can alert your anybody because they can bark really loud. So if anything is going on, someone is hurt in the apartment, that's why if you live alone,
if you have
to have your doors unlocked.
If you have a specific seizure alert dog that's from like seizure training and stuff, you can bring them anywhere. You can bring them inside any place.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where. You can keep them on the plane with you at your seat and stuff. But if you're going like these dogs, if you want to take them,
for the ticket, don't you?
No.
You don't pay for the dog?
No.
Wow,
they
cool.
sit at your feet and stuff.
Okay.
But like for these dogs, they would have to be like in the carriage and stuff.
Yeah. So you can certify your dogs. The only thing is that when you
have to pay for training, and you have to go through a lot of training for them.
And
to
then
be
your pets are not allowed to like, give you love calm and stuff. So it's a
well, they can be also like anxiety pets and stuff like.
Well, Virginia chose not to go that way to train her dog.
Well, we don't have the money to do that.
Well, plus, it said one of the rules was.
And Michelle says you're welcome.
That if you're gonna have, thank you. That if you're gonna have a seizure dog, that they're not allowed to like say hello
They
to
can't.
people.
Yeah, they can't be pet by other
They can't be
people
pets. They can't be like emotional and
because
stuff.
they're
They're there to work all the time, pretty much all
yes.
the time. So
Well,
yeah,
not all the time. They can have breaks
they work
sometimes.
all the time. VNS if eligible. So for those of you guys who are eligible for VNS, something to consider.
When they're on the break is when they don't have their vest on. That's how they know they're on the break.
Yeah. So Virginia was never she was at the EMU twice, but she was never eligible for the VNS. So
That's because they have generalized seizures and so
or
they don't know.
surgeries, which I would never really want her to have one.
I'm not eligible for surgery either.
So
Well, VNS they
that's
put in
out
your
of the
head
question.
that's a surgery.
But so right now she is actually better controlled, so we are very happy for that.
Yes, I'm happy
Now,
for that.
Uh,
I'm very happy for that.
One last thing that I wanted to show you is for you that you can share your Google location with people you trust.
With friends in the family.
Okay,
that
friends,
you trust.
family, someone you trust.
You have to
Who would
use your
know-
Google account and you have to
Use-
link it with the other person's Google account for them to be able to see it.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can show this. You go ahead.
No, you can't show the Google location. It'll show our location.
I'm not gonna zoom it in. They're not gonna see. So you go to Maps, like
Google Maps.
you go to Google Maps, and that's Chrome. Okay, Google Maps. Okay.
Zina's sleeping right now.
And my
Or-
tablet is slow.
I just said
My
her name,
tablet
she
is
woke up.
sleepy too. It's not working.
I'm
Wake up.
sleeping.
Wake up. So today was at the time when you went to sleep. It hit me. I wanted to sleep so much. I think it was like the time of the evening for some reason. I really
It
wanted
was
to
still
go.
afternoon. I had a nap.
Okay,
I started
I
my
am
nap
not-
at 4.
I'm not asking for help. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so petrol stations. No. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring it to the camera and I'm gonna show you if this opens up because it's really slow. It's super slow. It's not showing. Okay, so you're in Google Maps.
She's my baby.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can show this to people. Okay, so I'm not gonna hold on. I'm gonna zoom it out big time so people don't see where we live. Okay, as it will show Toronto. Okay, so that's good enough. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so you go to Google Maps, and then you go to which one? Location sharing. Okay. So now you have, and then you can share this device.
You can share your location.
Okay, so you share your location with whomever you want. So if you have different family members, you can share it with different people. That's it, because then you set up and you say who you want to share it with. But why it's good, because you can share it with different people. So make sure it's updated, that it will update itself on data, and that if anyone has a seizure, that your family is gonna know where you are, because Virginia has had seizures outside before where she would try to contact me, she would be crying, she would not know where she was. So she was in distress, and there were times where I could not get to her because I didn't know where she was. Okay, and the area was just like too big to find her.
I got you.
And so Google location sharing with I don't know how many people, probably with lots of people. I don't know, is it?
I think it's maximum 3 people.
Okay, so right now I'm sharing with 2. So we're just like
Or 4,
sharing.
I don't know. How
We're
many
sharing.
it is.
So there's probably a maximum. I'm pretty sure there's a maximum, but you can share with the family members that you choose.
Zina wants to be in the
And
video
then
too.
let's say something happens and they say, I don't know where I am. Can you come and get me? You will be able to go to that location, okay, when it last showed where they were, okay. I went through a lot of heartache trying to find Virginia before, and I would not find her until way later, because we didn't have this feature on at that time.
Until I was like fully conscious on
And
it.
that's why it's such a huge deal, because this is something that you can, that like, let's say you're going out with friends. So she says, okay, I'm going out with friends, and she's going to, like, let's say Epilepsy Toronto, and so I can see that she's where she's on the map, like, pretty much at all times. So sometimes I ask her.
She can see if I go to Tim Hortons after, because it'll say Tim Hortons.
Yeah, so usually they end up, they go to Tim Hortons, have a coffee, well, tea.
I have tea. Some other people have coffee.
Yeah.
Because I don't like coffee. It's there.
So yeah, so you can see where they are, and then it builds, or it has that kind of peace of mind to the other person, that you know where they are. If anything, you can even send an ambulance there if you're far away or something. And there's
an emergency thing on the maps that that you press emergency services and it'll come to you, to your location. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Where's that? Okay, let's go back to the maps. So that's something else. Maps, yes. Okay, this is really slow. Sorry. Okay, so
you go to the 3 lines.
3 lines.
Okay.
Yes.
Why isn't it opening?
Because it's very slow.
Okay, there you go. Then you go to
yeah, so you guys, when you have Google Maps, make sure you don't have it on Wi-Fi only, that you have data enabled on your maps at all times, okay? Because that will contribute.
oh no, I guess it's a different thing that does it.
No, okay. So no, you were talking about the phone. The phone, the Android, the Samsung has an alarm that you can send an SOS to your family member if you
or
press,
your friend.
or your friend, someone that that could come to you, right away.
You press the button 3 times.
You press the power button 3 times, and it will send them the snapshot of the Google location of where they are, and it will show
like
it
a
will
5-second voice thing.
5-second voice. So if you are whatever trouble you are, you have you have a few seconds to say what you need. Okay, you can say, I need ambulance, having seizure ambulance. That's only even not less than 2 seconds. Okay,
or
and
just say seizure.
Or let's say somebody's
or just say
mugging me,
911.
or anything. You call 911.
Just say 911. Then you know that it's emergency. And
Yeah, but then they usually ask what kind of 911. Okay, so yeah, so but then you have those few seconds to let them know what's going on in voice, and they will be able to see
you
your
can
location.
also text the 911 too.
So yeah, those are great things to have, especially with
I guess it's 999 in England or something.
with all the electronics, the abilities and stuff like that. So I myself, I love being able to have access to all these things. Anyhow, so are we done for today?
Yes.
We are done for today. Thank you, Sophie, for being with us.
Thank you, everybody, for being with us. I love you.
Thank you for visiting us, everyone. Now I didn't.
I'm ready for sleepy time.
Not many people have left any. There was
Sophie left comments.
Sophie, and there was Drew.
And Matt. Matthew.
Oh, and Matt. Oh, and Matt. Okay, so there's 3 people who said hi. There are other people, but they didn't say hi.
Mama, the 2 people is you and me. 2 of the people are you and me.
Okay, but it says 5 watching now.
Yeah, 2 of them are you and me.
Okay. I was waiting for another lady to come on today.
5 minus 2 is 3.
She lives alone, so this is why
Oh, and Michelle's watching.
I wanted to talk about this part because she lives alone,
Oh, quick! That's like 2 hours.
and I was talking about safety while you live alone. Now, I'm not gonna say the names for personal kind of reasons, to safety and stuff. But she had a possible stroke, and she lives completely alone. So it's there are certain things that you have to do when you live alone. There are probably a little bit different measures that you need to take for safety, and I'm sure that there's other things that you have to be concerned about. There's like extra things you have to be concerned about because you don't have anybody watching over you. I was hoping that she would come on the stream today, and that I'm hoping that she's okay. So if you're watching this, I hope you're all right. All right. I take to. Okay, no, this is an old. Well, then it was a quick. This was 2 hours already.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Stop.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I don't see where it says 2 hours. I don't see
I was
it
looking
there.
at the time.
Okay, so thank you, especially thank you, Sophie, for all your help and your interaction with us. We love having you here.
Do you like my mommy's new
We've been
hairstyle?
friends
I
for a long
fixed it.
time.
You like my
So
mommy's new hairstyle?
once I
Baby.
fix or not, I'm
fixed
trying
it.
to fix my laptop, but I don't think I may be able to.
Yeah, she's using
So,
my laptop.
I mean, I've
She's
used
been
a
trying to.
cup.
I need to do it.
You don't. She's not letting me use her
I'm
laptop.
not letting because
I
I need it.
fixed somewhat her laptop.
I needed to upload my videos.
Okay, so once I'll probably get a laptop or a PC, I'll be able to share your videos because at this point I am kind of stuck with
don't move yet.
tablet, and I'm stuck with a phone,
Don't move
and
yet.
I'm not too there. It's very limited to what you can do on those devices. So I really need a good PC or a laptop to be able to edit the videos. And so yeah, we're gonna be back at that point to do regular things. Plus our
Stop moving your head.
really. Plus
It looks pretty.
our seizure talks and our live streams.
Okay, don't move
which
your head.
we are very happy that you guys are here with
Yeah,
us.
okay, now you can move your head.
All right. So I wanted to say thank you again. I wanted to send lots of love to all of you. And see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. That's it. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
And
Or
come
good
back for more,
morning
and
if
come back for
you're.
more. She doesn't want to say this.
Good morning
on
if
this
you're.
channel.
But that's my brand.
Okay, guys. See you next time. Okay. Mwah.
And good morning if you're on the other side of the world.
Oh yeah. It's not good morning yet, is it?
Yeah, it's like 4 something.
Oh, okay.
It's almost 4 for some people.